So good day, crafty chums, and welcome to my channel. It's Nikki here, aka Carson D Cat's Life, and I'm coming to you with my 29 painted faces review. And first of all, I have to say that when I started this 2 years ago, I did 29 faces with Kelly Donovan, and it was I just did drawing faces. Excuse me, cup of tea, big cup of tea. And I did 29 drawing faces, you know, just sketches and that. And at that time I didn't know there was a Facebook group or a 29 faces thing going on, hosted by Ayala Art. So let's get that first. You know, when I did this, I didn't know about Ayala. I didn't know about Ayala back when I did Kelly Donovan's 29 faces, and I certainly didn't know about it this time. What happened was that I drew a face, because I draw faces, you know, everyone draws faces, and I drew a face. I knew the 29 faces was there, and I've seen people do it over different months and that, and you know, and it just so happened that last month I drew a face because of something I'd seen. I'd seen a video where Eileen, we're still rolling, you know, still, where Eileen had put on a mud face mask, and she'd had trouble pulling it off. And you know, all her little face hairs and that was sticking in, so it was hurting as she was pulling it, and she was pulling faces and that. So that led me to do this drawing, and it was like a beauty drawing, and you know, something about beauty being the eye of the beholder and blah blah blah. And I don't know where that drawing is, because I can't remember what I did it on. I'd have to go back and look, which I could do, but I'm just too lazy to. So anyway, that's how that started. And this painting here is drawn from the sketch that I did. Is painted from the sketch that I did, inspired by Eileen pulling off her face mask. This woman here, see this? This is her lipstick, you know, or lip liner or something. So that was the first painting that I did, and it was inspired that way. So I thought I'd do 29 painted faces challenge. Now, there's no such thing as an original idea, obviously, and my first mistake was not to go back and, you know, have a look and see. So anyway, I put up, you know, I do the 29 painted faces in February, and asked, you know, people in International Crafters if they'd like to do it with me. Just as, but it didn't matter whether they did or they didn't. It was just a challenge for myself to paint. Because, you know, if you practice, you get better at it. I did the 29 faces, and I practiced the drawings with Kelly Donovan, and my drawing faces improved. And so, yeah, I thought if I did 29 painted faces, then my painting would improve, or something. So anyway, and I know that Anne Williamson, who has joined in and done 29 faces with me, she got a bit of stick because she didn't refer back to Ayala Art over the 29 painted faces. So I apologise to Anne, because she was in the dark as much as I was, and you know, but really the thing about painting faces is, unless you're doing someone else's style or something like that, it's not like you're stealing their idea or anything. This was just a challenge for me. I knew there were 29 faces going around because I'd done the 29 faces with Kelly, so you know, oh well. Bless. Sorry, Anne. I apologise that I got you into a bit of bother with people, but you know, seriously, I'm not a member of the 29 Faces Facebook group. I'm not, or the challenge videos that they got out there, or whatever it is. I haven't even looked at one, you know. It's like, I apologise to Ayala Art that, you know, that people took exception to me doing this challenge. So I should have done a search for it first when the idea came to me, because of being inspired by Eileen and her flipping mud face mask thing. It amused me so much anyway. So what it was I was just practicing my painting. I could have done like 29 trees or something, and I expect someone's got a group for that as well. 29 fingers up the noses, I expect someone's got a group for that too, you know. If I'm inspired by someone, I'll always reference. If I'm using someone else's idea that I know of, that I've seen, that I've actually seen, then I'll reference. But if not, then I won't, because I'm unaware. But I should, you know, social studies told me that there's no such thing as an original idea or original thought. Someone else will have thought it either at the same time as you or before, so I should have done the search. I apologise. Is that long enough for an apology? 6 minutes? Yes, I've apologised long enough. Please forgive me. Anyway, so let's go on. What I'll do now is I am going to put a card up there, and with Anne Williamson's channel, Annalise Creations. So that's there. If I can get that in time, that'll be hers. The next one is Eleni, and I can't pronounce her last name. I'm very sorry. She's in Greece. She's done it along with me as well. So I'll put her playlist up there too, and check these two ladies out. Two completely, well, three, because my style's different too. Totally different styles of going about doing the faces. And Eleni, I mean, wow, she does very pretty faces. She superb, fantastic. Check her out. I'll put her link there. Put her card there. Go and check out her playlist. Fantastic, lovely work. Stunned. Almost too ashamed to put mine up now anyway. And Anne as well, because she's had some really brilliant ideas on how to go about doing it. She did a couple of drawings first and explained how to do the face and everything else, whereas I'm just painting. Not pretending to do anything. I'm not teaching you anything. I'm just painting. Because that's all it was I was just practicing. So there you go. So that was my face number one, inspired by Eileen McInnes. Not through anything that she's painted or work that she's done or anything like that, but I saw a video where she put on a face mask, and that started the whole kit and caboodle for me. There you go. So that was face number one. I could take you down to the desk to look, but then you'll be seeing my art journal book and everything else I've got in there. Some of the things I don't want you to see because, you know, not worth sharing. No. Now I have to admit that some of my paintings are better than others, and that's just the way it is, and I'm not ashamed to put up my crud there actually. And this one will be a pointing question in. There you go. What a lopsided face. I tell you that when you lay it flat like that and you draw it out flat, it distorts the drawing, absolutely does, and there's no getting away from it. You end up with lopsided heads and things like that, and the painting's okay, it's not fantastic, but you know, it is what it is. So you get these distorted faces because you're, instead of doing it like this, you're actually doing it like this, and so it, you know, and I think that's where a lot of my elongated faces come from. Now, they say that you draw and paint your own face because that's what you see all the time. Honestly, if I don't have to look at my face, I won't. But anyway, I think I've got a long face. It used to be skinnier. It's not so skinny anymore, but long face anyway. And that's a lot of my face is coming out long, but I think that's to do with how it's drawn rather than being up that way. It's that way when I draw it, so it elongates it, and I quite often get one side of the head up like that. Now the thing is that only robots are symmetrical. People aren't. We're not symmetrical. No, we're asymmetrical. So, you know, if you're drawing symmetrical faces, it's not a real face, it's a what do they call them, whimsical face or something, I don't know what they call them, but you know. And when they have the big eyes, I think they call them dolls or something, I don't know. I don't know all those terms or anything, but anyway, here's another face. And background was already painted, and it's a watercolour. Da, da, da. And of course it doesn't come out very well because it's watercolour on acrylic, so there you go. There's that face. Mouth open. I thought I'd practice a few with mouth open. So there's another one there. This one is a woman in a magazine, and so I won't show you the woman in the magazine because that's my interpretation of what she looks like, and that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. The reason why it doesn't look anything like her, but anyway. But this was a acrylic background that was already there, and it's another watercolour over the top. It's not bad, you know, but you can't really see a lot of detail on there because of what it is. This is acrylic on acrylic. This is a male face, and he's not bad either, you know. If I did it again, I'd, you know, do something a bit different with the hair. But basically, this was all about getting paint on paper, just practicing painting. And it happened that the subject I chose were faces. So there you go. Now I think this one actually, even though it's not, she looks a bit like CC off CC Designs, whatever. I can't remember her channel name there, but I think that's who she looks like. And I didn't do that on purpose. I just think that that's how she turned out. But that's acrylic on acrylic, and I had a few problems with that the painted background there because the paints were slicking on it, you know, and it was really difficult to get it to grip. Maybe if I'd just gessoed the outline first or something, you know, filled it in, did the outline, filled it in with gesso, it would have been better, it would have stuck to it better. But anyway, this is one of the, so I like the first painting I did, so I'll show you the ones that I really like. And sorry that I forgot to do that, I wanted to do that. So yes, I really like that one. That's one of the ones I like. This is another one that I like. You know, it's not a fantastic painting or anything like that, but she just somehow, she talks to me. I've connected with her. So yeah, I'm just trying to get the shine off from, because I have that light just right up there. So I'm just trying to get the shine off there so you can see a bit more. Another one with an open mouth look, and with sort of like that. Slightly head back, tilted. Tilted is the word I was looking for, so there, yeah. So I like her too, so that's 1, 2. I'm going to keep counting the ones I say I like. So that's 1, 2. And this one here is one I like too. I like her a lot. Didn't like this hand, but I'm going, you know, with what I've got there, and yeah, I like her. Can't say much about it. I think she looks a little bit like Gillian Anderson, but that isn't who I painted. That's what she came out looking like, Gillian Anderson. So that's 3. Now I'm not sure about this chap. I kind of like him. Shall I give him a half? I kind of like him, but he's a little bit lopsided, you know, he's a little bit off. But I really like the mouth and the teeth and the tongue, and you know, I think I got that quite well that time. So I'm going to give him a half because I half like him and half don't like him. So, you know, don't like the way he turned out, really, but I do like that I actually did it. And this one here, I am going to tell you who this next one is. I don't like this painting, so it's not going to get a mark for me. But before I tell you who it is, I'm just going to hold this up and I'll give you a few seconds to see if you can actually guess who it is. And I'll let you guess. I'll give you 5 seconds now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You won't get a prize if you win, but if you know who it is, I should be very surprised. But it's actually Jamie Lee Curtis. You didn't, weren't expecting that, were you? No, that's Jamie Lee Curtis. She's a girl. It's a girl face. So yeah, didn't like that one, and definitely I really, really don't like this one. There you go. Maybe I like this bit. This bit. Maybe I like this part of her hand there. And that's about it. I don't totally dislike her. I don't dislike her totally, but you know. Now this next one is an interesting one because I'll tell you for why. Do you remember this face? So this is face number 4. Remember that face? Well, I did her again because I quite liked the face angle. So I did her again, but not on the acrylic background. I actually gessoed the background and did it on acrylic paints, and I quite like her. So there you go. That was face number 4. She's sort of like getting there, isn't she? A little bit Latino maybe. I don't know. What do you think? So yeah, that was her there. So I liked her, and so I did try it again, sort of like from a different angle, and it didn't work. So I'll give her, that's another one because I like the previous one. I don't like this one. I tried to do it from a different angle, but the proportion is all out. But I know that if I did that again, I would be able to put it in proportion because I wouldn't be on camera filming and I wouldn't feel under pressure to get it done, and you know, I could actually make that perfect, that one. So this is number face 14, and I like the hair, and that's about it really. It's a bit Cruella de Vil or something, I don't know. Anyway. So, I don't know, sometimes I don't know where they come from. No idea. Nope. Number 15, I do not like. I do not like this face, but she is what she is. It's a girl, not a boy. I think maybe it's a bit of a male face rather than a girl face. She's supposed to be a girl. I think she looks like a male. That's maybe why I don't like the look of her. Next one is weird. There you go, I was trying to do shading, and that's what I got. So enough said, huh? That was face number 16. Face number 17. Bit pop art or something. Again, just trying to do shading, you know, trying to pick out features, trying to make her face from not drawing out feature, you know, not drawing the face and shading in normal colours and things, but just doing the face. Now the next one I sort of half like, because I like what it's 2 faces. I like the one face, I don't like the other face, so that's another half. I'll give that one a half and it'll make a whole maybe. So there's that one there, and I like her and I don't like her. So this one's sort of, this head's tilted down, looking down. She's looking down as well. It's mother and child, but nope, didn't like her. And the next one is, I don't know what happened, but I was trying to do like a silhouette or something, and that's what I got. That's what I got when I was trying to do the silhouette. I don't know. Sometimes, you know, sometimes they just come and sometimes they just go. She's like Queen Mummy or something, you know, or Queen Mum or something, I don't know. But anyway, I like her. I actually like the painting on this, the face. What I did was I spent so much time on the face that I just like sketched the rest of the clothes and that. And but I quite like it. I do, so I'm going to give that a, like that one. So you know, that's how it goes. And number 21, almost through. Number 21 is like, oh my goodness, what on earth happened there? She's got these little piggy eyes, and a huge mongoose nose. No, I don't know what happened. And again, if it's sort of okay, but it's not there because, you know, just what I said. So if I did that one again, I would be able to actually draw it out better and actually make a nicer picture of it, honestly. And the next one, I went through a little, you know, I go through a period of a couple of nice faces and a couple of, oh my goodness, why on earth did I even record that one? But I did. I recorded it just so you can see that my problem with painting and everything else is consistency. You know, I'm either consistently bad for a couple of days or consistently good for a couple of days. It's like, you know, oh well. And yeah, don't like that one either. Yeah, oh well, you know, that's how these things go. Number 22, yuck. Number 23, and again, you know, here she's got like something weird going on with her forehead, but it's the angle, you know. I tried to looky up angle on there, and oh well, you know, sometimes it'll work and sometimes it won't, but that's what the painting is for, is just practicing. You know, I'm not looking for pretty girls in my paintings. I'm looking to paint and yeah, to practice my paintings. Now, someone said, I knew that people would be confused by this one. I knew that people would think it was a girl, but it's not. It's a chappie. It's a chappie, and it's actually a very famous chappie. And it's actually supposed to be, and I know it's not, it's my interpretation of what Lord Byron looks like. Oh, there you go, the poet, Lord Byron, sex fiend and poet. Oh no, did I say that? Did that slip out? I'll have to check back on the recording to see if I said that. Poet, Lord Byron. Anyway, a very romantic figure of yesteryear. There you go, number 24. Number 25 is just a humongous face. See? Humongous. Da da da. I don't know what happened. Da da da. Big fish. She got big fish. She has big fish. And so then I had to do small face. To make up for that big face, I had to do a small one. A little bit romantic. Oh, she's okay. Didn't quite work out, you know, again. If I did it again, it would be okay. I would be able to do a little bit better. And then I did another romantic face. There you go, I quite like her. Oh, yeah. So I like Byron, even though some people thought he was a she. So I like Byron, and I like this romantic face here with the eyes shut, sort of like she's okay. I think I got some nice shading around in certain areas on that face, so I quite like that one. And the hair was quite nice too. So that's 27, 28. Do you like that? That's from a magazine too. It's from a Vogue magazine, and the next one is from a Vogue magazine as well. And I want to say that the artist is Le Pape or Le Pape. Le Pape. So it's my interpretation of his painting. Le Pape. Le Pape. Le Pape. Le Pape. But anyway, it's my interpretation of his painting, and of course it's a mask. And I should have written down the title of the piece, but I forgot, so I apologise, but it's something like The Mask. So yeah, and I really like this one. On his paintings, he does the eyes so that you really can't see the pupils. I just popped in the pupils as faded as I could, but he's got a real washout of blue, so it's just blue and you really can't see the pupils. So yeah, I tried, but I thought I'd put it in grey anyway. But I really like this one. The shading on the painting is good, the shading and the highlights, so I actually really like that. So that's good. So that was the 29 faces, and what's it, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 faces I like out of the 29 I did, so that's not a bad average actually, but all of them are what they are, and I'm glad I did them, and I'm glad I practiced for the 29 days, and so I thought I'd go out on a high with the Le Pape or Le Pape or Le Pape, and I'm really sorry I don't know how to pronounce that name, and you know, so I tried extra hard on that one to, you know, it's like the big finale, the big finish, and so yeah, maybe I'll do whimsical pretty girl faces next, but I doubt it. I sort of like, I'm not really that kind of gal, that pretty gal thing. I like to draw faces that, you know, look a bit more normal. Maybe not. Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, so that was the next one. And ears, don't worry about ears, man. People say they don't put in ears. Ears are quite easy. All it is a bit of pink, and then you just do a few little black shady lines and you get an ear. It's the positioning of the ear that's a little troublesome, you know. It's got to be like on the eyes and to the nose, eyes and nose, and that's about it basically. Look, eyes, top of the ears, so nose, or in between there and there, you know, sort of like, you don't want to come lower than the down there, because no, that's not right. Not until you get older or you play rugby. Ah, man. Anyway, I hope you liked my 29 faces. Maybe you liked a few more than I did. Maybe you thought some were as weird as I did. Maybe you agree with what I say. Maybe you don't agree with what I say. But they're my pictures. They're my paintings. And yeah, so, you know, I used some magazine references, I used some painting references, and for the Lord Byron one I used a postcard, a painting of Lord Byron, and I'm not showing you, you know, up against them because they're not supposed to be an exact copy. They're my representation of there, and other ones that I did were just from my imagination. So yeah. I hope you like my 29 faces. I'm sorry if I kept hitting the camera. If you can hear a whirring noise, that's my heater going on because it's cold here. That's why I've still got my scarf on. I thought I wouldn't sit here in my coat because you might get worried about me. Why should you worry about whether I'm cold? Anyway, hope you liked it. See you again soon. I've waffled on for way too long. I spent that 6 minutes apologising for not referencing my work properly before I started. Who knew? I would have done if I'd have bothered to do the search. I would have known. So anyway, go check out those other ladies. Kelly Donovan has joined in as well. Margaret, I've forgotten your last name. Margaret. Anyway, in the group in International Crafters, Margaret's joined in as well. I think she did one video, but then I think she just went to do some drawings instead. And I can't think if anybody else has joined in, and I've forgotten. I'm really sorry. But the two main ladies, I put cards up top for them earlier on in the video, so please go and check out these two wonderful talented ladies, Anne and Eleni. And I'm sorry, Eleni, even if I said your name wrong, but anyway, she's a lady from Greece, Go and have a look at her channel and you will love her, ladies. See you again soon. Bye.